Good morning, this is Matt from Indy Bee Supply. We're going to show you a different way to install the package. So there's been quite a few questions and videos circulating about the no shake, no jar bee installation method. So I did a couple yesterday, tried it out, it's alright. I wouldn't say it's my favorite way to do it, but I do want to show it to you. So take your lid off like normal, pry that open, take your queen cage. You gotta get, sometimes these queen cages are in there really good, so you gotta get them started. Once you got them started, they come right out. Usually. Get that out. I always like to tear the staples off. I got a lot of packages to install. I don't need my hands cut up and torn up and not able to work anymore today. So the one thing I found is, even though I won't shake them in, I do still give them a bounce down, coat them with some sugar water. Otherwise you get a lot of bees flying out at you, and that can be a little nerve-wracking to folks. So just take and bounce your package down. This is just plain sugar water. What it does is it coats their wings and they don't fly around as much. So, and I don't know if you've noticed, I've been holding on to this queen cage the whole time. If you drop that queen cage, you do got to go down and fish that out. So it's better to keep a finger on it or something. You got to get your can out. Just pull your can out. Give your can a shake. You want to try to get as many bees off as you can. You got to get this queen cage out. So you pull your queen cage out, kind of slide your can back in a little bit. Take this lid that you took off earlier. Don't set it too far away. Now, there. That's all done there. Not too bad. Alright. So now you got to... for this method, you gotta pull your tabs out of your queen cage here. When you got your queen cage, if you got too many bees, they're bothering you. I mean, they're not flying. They don't bother me. But you can just take your finger, brush them off gently. I mean, you don't need a bee brush. All right. So your queen cage has two ends. You have a cork on this end. You have a cork on an end with candy in it, maybe marshmallow, what have you. You want to take the cork out with the candy. That's where the bees are going to eat through and release the queen. So take a safety pin, something, grab that cork, pull that cork out. Now we keep our corks, that way we can count them later. Make sure that we released or pulled the corks out of all the queen cages, not release them, but pull them out. All right. So the other thing, so this is a 5-frame box that we're going to do this in. So I have to take, and there's not enough room for the package and only 2 other frames. So I got to take that like that. I'm going to take this and staple this in here. Now, you got to be very careful when you're doing this. You don't want to go inside the queen cage and poke your queen. Okay? So just put a staple in it like that. Now, I'm going to pull these staples out of the old tab here. Like that. Alright. So, there's not very much room here. So what I'm going to actually do is the queen cage is going to be in here like this. Alright, so I'm going to show you real quick. The package just barely fits in a 5-frame box. You can do it, but it's a tight squeeze. So as I take this package here and I stick it down in here, you see it just barely fits in. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take this queen cage. I'm going to face her down like I normally would. I'm going to take her though, I'm going to put her over here out of the way of the package. Put a staple in your tab so your queen cage doesn't fall. If your queen cage falls, more than likely you're going to suffocate the queen and you're going to lose her. Alright. So you set your can down, take your package, You can put it in anywhere. I kind of like to center it a little bit. It is a tight fit. Kind of being careful that I'm not squishing too many bees as well as I'm setting it in there. Alright, so now you just take this package. I am going to get my feeder ready because they're going to come flying out of here. Alright, you just pull the lid off. They're not flying too much, but I did squirt them down with sugar water. That's it. You come back, I guess, in a day. You end up pulling that package can out. Take your sugar syrup here, your feeder can. Use your high tool as a can opener. Put a big triangle in it. Just like this. Push that tap down with your high tool and not your fingers. Pour your sugar water into your feeder. The bees need something for the first day or couple days as they get oriented. That's what's going on here. We've got a lot of bees oriented. But they need something to eat until they really find some nectar source. So pour your sugar water in there. Give them something to eat. Put your lid on. I guess you're done. You got to come back in a day and remove that package and put your other frames in there. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.